You know, this comment is exactly right. And all it takes is just a little bit of research. One of my very favorite examples of a huge mechanized force completely embarrassing itself against a smaller force with just snipers and ground units, right? And my favorite example of that has got to be the Winter War, right? A lot of you have never heard of the Winter War, but you're going to love this. Stick around. So in the Winter War, the communist Soviets, right, they had a mechanized army with tanks and trained military and all that, and they attacked Finland, the Finnish people, right? And, you know, it was over a border dispute. They went in, they rolled in with tanks and a big old army, and men like Simo Häyhä, right? And I might have just destroyed the way you pronounce his name, but men like him, he was a sniper that managed to dispatch over 500 of the Red Army guys by himself, all right? They managed to bog down the Soviets in one of the most embarrassing military blunders in the history of the world. The Soviets messed up so bad when they rolled in on Finland. In Finland, they got all their defensive positions and snipers hiding in the snow in negative 40-something degree weather, and they destroyed the Red Army to the point where Finland maintained its independence, and the Soviets were embarrassed so bad. And in Europe, everybody was making fun of them because they couldn't even take out Finland. It gave the Germans during World War II the excuse that they needed. It gave them all the courage they needed to go ahead and attack Russia. You know, Russia probably would never have been attacked by the Germans in World War II had they not gotten their butts handed to them by the Finnish, right? Who didn't have tanks, who just had a bunch of snipers. Yeah, defending their homeland. So when you realize what the numbers are, when you realize, let's say there's only 5 million people in America with long rifles, do you understand how quickly they can shut off supply lines and surround any army? 5 million? Now let's go ahead and realize that the number is actually closer to 80 million, right? Imagine 80 million people with long rifles shutting down your supply lines, stealing your weapons. You got to land those planes and all those drones sometime, right? These 80 million Americans will bog down any military that ever tries to attack the United States, and it will not happen because of the Second Amendment. Hey, peace and love. I'm out.